a very quick video on content and how to create content. I think the original theme for this short video was different ways to create content, and there are perhaps 5 different ways to create content, but there are more. There will be more. It depends how creative you are. Essentially, there's probably only 2 or 3 ways really to create content, but if you're struggling to create content, then you have to rule one of those out straight away, because one of the ways to create content is to put a keyboard in front of yourself with a Word document open and start typing about the subject that you know well. So there's one of the ways to create content. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? Okay, so you want to create content because you want more traffic to your website, and you know that the traffic that you're going to generate is from the keywords that people are going to type into a search engine, Google or Bing or others. Certainly not Facebook. So rule Facebook and social media out of the equation when you're creating content for search phrases, not for link building. That's completely different. However, different ways to create the content in the first place. No content, no search phrases, no traffic. Simple. So number 1 is you create the content yourself. Number 2, you know the area that you want to cover in the content, and you know you want at a bare minimum 400 to 600 words at a bare minimum. Ideally you want in excess of 1,000, but let's go with the bare minimum for now to get things rolling. The key word focuses are there, they're highlighted, so you put those 3 or 4 key phrase focus words, phrases into your brief. You create a brief on the content that you require, and then you use freelance networks and you secure or commission a freelance writer. It's a little bit of a dipping your toes in the water process, because there are literally tens of thousands of people that can create content, and that is the second way that you create the content. If you don't do it yourself, you get somebody else to do it. The better the person, the better the content, the more practice you have at securing and commissioning somebody that you know and trust and like the style. You've got to still obviously read the content that they create, because you're publishing it on your assets. Now, they're the 2. The third one is obviously you've got spin tags. Spin text is as it is. It spins text. It creates content on focus key phrases, keywords, and these are algorithms that create copy, text, content. Some of them are very good, some of them are not, but there are services out there that will create content for you on this basis. You still have to go through and read it and edit it. So you're back at this if you're back at the beginning on the question as to whether or not you create your own content, by the time you put all of the energy in getting somebody else to create content, or even a bot to algorithms to create the content, you have to ask yourself the question: should have I created this in the first instance by myself? Probably yes, but you can have good copywriters, good content writers working for you, and it can work without you having to edit it once you've got them in place. So don't rule out getting somebody else to create your content for you, because the time that you invest in getting the right people in place will save you time in the future. Stitching time saves 9 and all of that. So there you go. There's 3 ways, all very obvious. Sadly, very and sorry for breaking the obvious news to you, but if you understand what I've just said, it gives you it just gives you the assurance that there are no other real ways. They are the three main ways to create text content, actual text that the algorithms, the search engines, the spiders of the search engines can read. So without that text on your website or your digital assets, you're not going to gain more traffic from those focus keywords, key phrases.